Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Jesse Hahn, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, his last outing was not one he wants to look back with great pride. He only threw 4 innings, and he got the loss. This is a turnaround game for him. He has to get back on the mound and be able to give his team a chance to win.
Elvis Andrus is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Harold, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, it's been a little bit of up and down inconsistency. I mean, they're 2-3 in this homestand. Haven't played solid baseball, but they got a chance to get to the 500 mark with a win in this game right here. And then after that, who knows? Maybe get on a nice streak.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 2-2 offering. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here it comes now to Andrus. Another one sent foul. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, keep an eye on Elvis Andrus. I was talking about him earlier with some people, and I kept telling them he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, the speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. In there, 0-1, and set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Now, Matt, I'm telling you, I watch Ricky Holiday call games. I start thinking about hockey. Top shelf. That's him. He's going to call everything up in the zone. Top shelf Ricky.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Davis is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third baseman.
So striding forward now, Adrian Beltre. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And here is strike 1 called to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Fastball called for strike 2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Canna has room in foul territory, and he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Just underway here in Oakland. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
I got to give advantage to hitter in this AB. Man, he's seen a lot of pitches. He's sitting 2-2. Anytime.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Nothing for the Rangers to start. A's coming up on MLB Network. Martin Perez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, his last outing, he gave up 4
Leading
walks.
off
Now,
for the
sometimes I
Athletics.
think you nibble on the corners
Center fielder,
when you need to. I just thought he didn't have good
Davis.
stuff or good command. So we'll see what the command and execution looks like in this game.
Harold, this Ranger ball club as they begin play, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And, Matt, you always want to win 2 of the 3 games. I mean, today is a big game because you walk away and you start adding up those numbers in the series. You go, we won 2 out of 3 there. That's the goal for every team, to win 2 out of 3 in the series.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Lifetime against Martin Perez, 4 for 10. The 2-0 on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. Adore is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting third. Left
In
fielder.
now, Chris Davis. One of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. First delivery to him on the way. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. Davis waits on the 1-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before and back with the changeup, that's a great combination.
And that misses 2-2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with it.
A swing and a miss. That retires. And that will do it. We played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Steps Rougned Odor. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Rougned Odor.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1.
Now let's take a look at the A's defensively, brought to you by Majestic.
No more.
And I'm looking at Rajay Davis out there in the outfield. He's played center, played left, played some right. I just love his infectious smile. And you know what? He can run up them and climb a wall with the best of them. Sometimes he looks like Spider-Man.
Nomar Mazara is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. 1-2. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Jonathan Lucroy stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. A pitch taken for a strike around the shoulders.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game. And the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Again, he sends it out of play.
That's a nice pitch. A fastball in that jams him. And now you go back outside. You know he's got to protect inside.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Ranger at the plate, Marcus Semien. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Gomez. Makes the play. 1 away.
Let's take a look at the defense for the Rangers, brought to you by Majestic. I'm looking down there at Elvis Andrus. This guy plays on winning teams, and there's no coincidence. He catches the baseball, and his team wins. You have to catch the routine ball in order to give your team a chance, and he's one of the best at doing that.
Set to deliver the 0-1. 1-1. Lifetime against Martin Perez. 4 for 13. He's taken him deep once. On the ground up the middle. Andrus has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. Too quick.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the third from the Coliseum here on MLB Network. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Simeon's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Still early in the season, of course, but we'll give you a look nonetheless at our standings to this point in April. Stepping up to the plate, James Loney. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. So stepping in, Jurickson Profar. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Low for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. At the plate, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to third. And Beltre throws on to first for the out.
Batting 8. Right fielder.
Here's Matt Joyce now. Lifetime against Martin Perez. Has seen him go 3 for 9. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Now here it comes. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 9.
Into the box now, Josh Phegley. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. We'll get a look at the speedy Elvis Andrus when we join you next. Here's Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out. Matt Vasgersian, Harold Reynolds, and Dan Plesac with you in the booth. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch, because it'll be important for him.
Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Here's another 2-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for him.
Boy, really making him work now, as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Andrus will take the turn and head for second here. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Well, Matt, this is a situation in last night's game. They didn't do a very good job driving in runs. Now, in this game, you capitalize on it. You grow from your mistakes and be able to come back and deliver in this one here.
Dribbled up the line. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Third baseman number 29.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Here's Rougned Odor now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
And he just misses with a curveball.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Texas. Here's Rajay Davis now, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Mark Canha is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores, but man, that ball was hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here, but I would imagine he's seething inside as he hasn't given up a run this afternoon. Tyson Ross answers the call
now
from the pen here in the
Texas,
fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's Chris Davis now as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Now, a mid-90s fastball is no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 coming to Davis. Slider up that he gets a call on.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Digging in for his second at bat, Marcus Semien comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
That's a nice job of getting ahead right there. This is a tough situation he's in. He's going to have to use all his pitches to get out of this jam.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. A play at the plate, and not in time as the run scores. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. He's set. Here's the 3 and 2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Well, he got jammed. It's not going to look pretty when you're talking about it. But, man, in the box scores, he picks up the RBI and keeps his team pushing forward.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's wide. 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you could bet he's not going to hold back.
Runners on first with 1 down. Fouled back.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. 1 out and a runner on second base. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far.
And there's ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Semien is on his way home. And Lucroy's tag will come too late. Safe at home plate.
Well, he really picked his teammate up right there with 2 outs and following a strikeout to get the base hit and drive a run in. That is really a special feeling. But, man, he really lifted his team up with that.
Into the box now, Adam Rosales as he loops under the ball and pops it up. Three runs already home here. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. That misses. 1-2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Set to deal on 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another good inning for the A's. Maybe the best fans in baseball right there, and they're loving it at the 5 and dime. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Nomar Mazara.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. With that, the Rangers get their leadoff hitter on base after the inning opening base hit.
Catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And there's the first strike. 2-1.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game. That's for sure. That was a good pitch.
And the pitch on 2-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Nobody out, runner on first. And another foul ball. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.